Okay, greetings. This is Rich from Classic Games I'm Rich. My name's Rich, and this is Classic Games Redefined. We're going to do a response to Tim Schafer's glorious appearance at the Game Developer Conference, GDC, and his use of a sock puppet to make an anti-Gamergate joke. My response to, and I'm going to go a little bit after we're done with this response, we'll discuss a little bit of what I think of Tim Schafer's products that he produces, that he's done, and where he stands now. But anyhow, my response to it is this, and it looks like it's going to trend on Twitter, if not now, Outbreak, is not your sock puppet. What was expressed by Tim Schafer making an anti-Gamergate joke saying not your shield is totally tasteless, really ridiculous. Tim Schafer has been hanging out with Anita Sarkeesian, which gives you one perspective there on this, and reflecting this whole entire thing of just being against Gamergate. Pretty much what we have here with him is that he decides to do that joke with a sock puppet. So, Mr. Schafer, my response to you is not your sock puppet. Something that popped in my head after getting a little bit calmed down, thinking about it, and realizing that other people are. I want to thank Alpha Omega Sin. When I posted that comment at your twin, he said, yes, it is trending now. It is. It's just one of the things that pops in your head, popped in my head. There's a lot in that. But anyhow, so, not your sock puppet. That would be my response. But anyhow, I want to discuss a little bit about Tim Schafer here. First thing, you'll see videos I did earlier this week. Not too many people watched them. I'm going to say go into it, and this is why I feel genre is important, connects. This is not why genre is important, but touches the Tim Schafer. Tim Schafer got his fame by working with a genre called graphic adventures. Supposedly he wrote witty humor and everything else, did that, and got to be noted for that. Grim Fandango, which he's working on, did this. The problem with Tim Schafer is that that genre that we have here is dead. Well, dead in the sense, if you look at another one of my videos, it got absorbed by AAA. About every single thing AAA now is an adventure game. Went to an action adventure, it does that. Has to tell a story, you have to tell a story, you have characters, you have problems to try to think, you work on narrative, exactly what Tim Schafer did, but not point and click. It's epically action-oriented. Tim Schafer came out with several products we tried to do that actually did not do well financially. There's Psychonauts, which actually is noted and people resemble highly, not necessarily for the gameplay, but for the storytelling in it. And you have Brutal Legends, which if you're a heavy metal head, if you're, if Razor Fist, you see Alpha Omega Sin, if you're a metalhead, you like that. It's an adventure game. My experience with this, and I'll explain the issues Tim Schafer has from a game design perspective, as seen through Brutal Legend. I really didn't have much of an interest into it till it was made. Somebody started making references to Herzog's What? Real-time strategy, kind of action-oriented. And then I played it, and I'm like, wow, Jack Black. I like the whole entire atmosphere, everything else. But then what you had in the game there was that all of a sudden I'm playing along, and all of a sudden, in order to issue commands, I have to do a rhythm game. In the middle of the stress of combat, I have to hit the right buttons in certain order, or I can't order my troops. I understood doing a rhythm game to gain these abilities. That would make sense and keep it. But he did it. He tried to mishmash together play mechanics that don't necessarily work together under a thematic game, and it was supposed to be breakthrough with story driving. With the story driving it, and the atmosphere and everything else. So my take on that there was, that's where Tim Schafer summed up. He's part of the thing, and the way it works is trying to push the story and theme and all that over play mechanics. And thinking that you can come up with a very captivating voice acting and characters and all that, and it'll make up for it. Reality is that Brutal Legend flopped. People, real-time try-to-person, strategy-oriented person like myself, goes into it and hates the rhythm game. There's other people that wanted more of a rhythm game with it. So he did this thing here, and it didn't do well. Tim Schafer currently has to go to Kickstarter to get things going. He's just, outside of remaking Grim Fandango, he's nowhere. because of the genre getting sued, it's just he's working on bygone era. I mean, if you like that, you like graphic adventures and all that, that's fine. I debate whether that stuff's a game or not. But with him, that's the point here. That's the problem, I guess. And then for him to go this anti-Gamergate stuff, it's a problem. I think what we did in Brutal Legends was broken from a game design perspective. If you're doing a game, you mishmash this stuff together and the playability doesn't quite work, you have it. I mean, Atmospherics was great, and if you're Metalhead, you love it and does it. But if you're just somebody who wants to play games, you found an issue. That was just immensely frustrating. I got rid of it. I had the Xbox 360 back then. I mean, I hadn't played it. But that's the problem with Tim Schafer now. He's nowhere. I don't know why he did the awards show. I guess there's this whole literary thing. And I wouldn't be surprised he's hanging with the Anita Sarkeesian camp, because that's a whole video game as culture thing and want to elevate and all that and make it more accessible and think it through storytelling, because he's a storyteller. That's what he does. But his stuff doesn't sell well. Fond Memories, the graphic adventure stuff here, but not when AAA is doing what it's doing with pushing a story. He's behind. He's out. So anyhow, I did a longer video here where I ran in more, but I'll tell you what, watch my other videos on genres and adventures. That's just for this week. I'm going to, just to let you know, I'll be doing another video for what's coming up. I got to discuss what happened and what's coming up. I'll get that out fairly soon. I'm hopefully working on it. I just had too much background noise. That's why I'm here. Want to get this video up because this is discussed today all over the YouTube, and apparently not your sock puppets trending. So anyhow, that'll be the title here. Anyhow, stay tuned for some other stuff here. So, okay, that's it. I do want to thank you. If you watch this entire thing, I do want to thank you. So anyhow, feel free to post your comments below on this here. Pick that hashtag and run with it. Get it trending. Hopefully it becomes one of the Gamergate banners or something going across here. And we're not sock puppets. We shouldn't be mirroring people's opinions here. I would go for not your sword, but that's a different area. Anyhow, we should play what we like. We should know what we like. We should recognize and come together on what we like and respect others who like things differently. So anyhow, that's it. Again, I do want to thank for watching, and may your die always roll 5.